For years, Hollywood has been the place where dreams are either made or broken, and for those who were lucky enough to find stardom, they would either be the idol that their fans would dream about and want desperately to meet in person, or they would turn downright nasty to the people that they might encounter: coworkers, critics, and even the most loyal of their supposed fan base. Ouch. With more and more well-known celebrities making their marks in movies, television shows, and now the internet, it's easy not to know which actors and actresses are good to people and which ones are just arrogant to the core. Today, we'll be looking at the top 5 celebrities that are wildly successful, yet aren't the angels that they are made out to be in movies and shows. Now, mind you, some of these are actors, while others have directed and produced and/or made music in their respective careers. Just saying, not every industry in Hollywood is sparred from having 1 or 2 negative souls in their court. Be sure to stay tuned until the very end to find out who our most arrogant Hollywood celebrity is. And be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. Starting at number 5 is Katherine Zeta-Jones. Now, make no mistake, Katherine Zeta-Jones is known for standing up for herself, though according to both critics and fans, she pulls out the stops, not in a good way. The Mask of Zorro star was reported to have said in 2018 that she refuses to let anyone shame her for her wealth and beauty. However, Katherine especially doesn't want to hear people criticize her about her marriage to actor and producer Michael Douglas. If you cross that line, then she'll definitely have something to say about it, to your everlasting regret. Also, money doesn't really tie to her happiness. Well, that is according to Katherine. Not only has she been on record for saying, quote-unquote, $1 million isn't a lot of money for people like us, but she's also infamous for buying and collecting houses like some people would buy and collect baseball cards. Now, there's nothing wrong with buying and collecting houses, but insulting anyone who criticizes you about anything, well, let's just say that 2 wrongs never make a right. Up next at number 4 is Gwyneth Paltrow. The Shakespeare in Love actress has seen her fair share of criticism. In fact, it's part of the Hollywood game. Make something and get praise and criticism. However, try telling that to Gwyneth. In a 2004 interview with Vanity Fair, she claimed that she was, quote, really effing good at her job. Okay, but understand that some people might suggest otherwise, Gwyneth. But sometime later, she would go on to say in a Jonathan Ross interview, "I'd rather smoke crack than eat cheese from a tin." A bizarre statement, but what's new? In short, and as you can already tell, Gwyneth is known for her braggadocious claims. From her high thoughts on now disgraced film producer Harvey Weinstein, to how much money she makes, to voicing her disdain on poverty. We get it, Gwyneth. You're rich and famous. Not surprisingly, Gwyneth would go on to be in Star Magazine's most hated celebrity list in 2013, to which the actress would essentially brush off when asked about it in a later interview. That's like being really bad at a video game and just shrugging at the loss. But she didn't stop there. She later went on record for saying in 2014 that Hollywood moms have it harder than working moms, which, how would she know if she's put down poor people before? You may want to take up eating cheese from a tin before saying that, Gwyneth. In short, Gwyneth's problem lies in the fact that she's perfect in every way and doesn't question what her flaws are and what she could have done better, and this goes to show that when you're instantly handed fortune and fame, it's easy to forget about people who would actually work hard to be successful, especially for those who are less fortunate than you. So how are you liking our list so far? Give us a like and subscribe for more content, and as much as we want to say that we're close to the end of the list, well, the most outrageous celebrities are yet to be revealed. So, stay tuned and find out what our top 3 are. It doesn't get any better, or in this case worse, than this. Next at number 3 is Katherine Heigl. Picture this, a pretty face on Grey's Anatomy. Turns out to be a vicious critic of herself and her movies and shows. Sure, she might be a sweetheart when it comes to her successful role in the hit series Grey's Anatomy. However, when the camera stops rolling, the monster comes out, as she's known to berate her co-workers and not feel great about her work, as if it wasn't enough that she said her lines correctly. Katherine is also not a big fan of her own movies. In fact, she went on record to say that she didn't like how she did in her role of Knocked Up, to which her co-star Seth Rogen would respond by saying that he had nothing against her. Not to mention, she is prone to getting bad press every once in a while. Gee, you wonder why that is. All you would have to do is type in Katherine Heigl and you'll see many articles that are negative about her, to which she would respond in a 2010 interview that she admits to having an image problem, but won't apologize for it. Not the kind of response people were looking for. Coming in at number 2 is James Cameron. Although he's known by many of his fans for setting scripts to movies like Aliens, Rambo, and The Terminator, James will still let you know that he's the best of the best in the filmmaking industry. No questions asked. No, really, absolutely no questions allowed. Anyone who suggests otherwise will get a stern talking to from this film director, especially when he professes his supposed immaculate skill on a daily basis. In 1998, Cameron was infamous for touting his win at the Academy Awards for Best Director for the movie Titanic. While claiming, "I'm king of the world," which is a quote from the movie, he chants loudly for everyone to hear, soaking in his acceptance of the award right down to the last drop. Besides publicly bragging about his big wins, as the Best Director win has dictated, Cameron would also insult his fan base on different occasions, not shying away from lashing out at any fan who tries to go near him. Like a king going on a stroll, he would point his nose at anyone who tries to get his autograph or snap a picture of him. And his arrogance has shown since in 2009 it was reported that he berated a fan by telling him to back off. Whoa, calm it down, guard dog. Cameron would go on not only to brag about how he doesn't have to pay for his own meals, but he would also go on record saying that he doesn't bother reading scripts that he didn't write himself. You heard it right. The man doesn't bother to read other people's scripts, but only his own. But don't all screenwriters need to learn from one another? Oh well. And what's more egregious is that he lashes out at actors who don't want to work with him. For example, when his sci-fi adventure movie Avatar was in production, it was reported that Cameron had lashed out at a prospective actor for turning down a role in the movie. Yep, Matt Damon was originally going to play the lead role of Jake Sully in Avatar. But Damon turned down the role, to which Cameron warned him that he, quote, missed his chance to ever work with him. Although Damon wasn't fazed by Cameron's temper tantrum. One thing is certain, work with him or else. Well, Damon was still able to put food on the table with his other movies, so no problems here, Cameron. So far, we've dealt with celebrities who would lash out at naysayers and those who would talk down to people who aren't as successful as they are, but only one person still stands. Here's a hint. This celebrity is known to have a big ego in the music industry. You heard right, a big ego. You know who it is? Stay tuned as we look at our top celebrity who you'll love to hate. And finally, at number 1 is Kanye West. All you have to do is type his name in the search engine and you'll find hundreds and hundreds of articles dedicated to showering their disdain for the outspoken music artist. Whether it's through forums, parodies, or even compilation videos showcasing his most outrageous moments on live TV. In fact, his big ego is known to get in the way of success on numerous occasions, especially when spectators would document these moments on video. For example, the now infamous scene from 2009's Video Music Awards where a drunken Kanye had interrupted Taylor Swift's acceptance speech for the Best Female Video Award. People in the audience were shocked, including Beyonce, who allowed Taylor to redo her acceptance speech later in the show. The two female artists were even reported to be tearful, while Taylor was able to suck it up and do her performance later on in the award show. Although MTV has removed the official footage of the scandal that was aired on live TV, people on the internet will never let Kanye forget it, especially since some of the people took to filming the incident from their TVs through low-quality camera phones or camcorders. And this would spark a backlash, calling this moment one of the most outrageous beefs in the music industry, with many people siding with Taylor and decrying Kanye for his comment. Kanye also has a track record for lashing out at critics, whether it's because of his music or because of his ego. Regardless, Kanye is not somebody that will let others dictate his success, but he will say something about it. Do you agree with our list? Which other celebrity is arrogant and should definitely be called out on it? Let us know in the comments. As always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, we'll see you in the next video.